used to go to the beach every Sunday, and there's people surfing there. And then we just asked one of the guys if we could try their board. And then we did, and then that's it. We've been surfing ever since.
Well, a long time back, there was somebody here surfing, old guy, and I saw him in the water. I really liked to see him surfing. So after I went up to him, I asked him what he's doing, if I could try. So I just went and started.
I started surfing, 9 years ago now. Back then, like I said, I had to beg for my first board, you know? Not only beg for it, but pay for it. And it was a nice board for sure, but it's not my board, you know? It's a board that is the only board I could get. I didn't have a choice. So I got it and I was super happy with it, you know?
It's a bit of both actually, skill and art. I mean, already as you can see, there's like colors on the boards and different artwork, so there is an artistic side. And there is a skill side also, which, the boards we make are completely handmade.
I got my first board made here. There's nothing like it. I mean, you choose exactly what you want color-wise, and I had such a good idea of what I liked on each board, and I finally had the opportunity to put all of that into my board, you know? For us, I mean, to make a board is a lot of time and work. Surfboards are more than material, it's labor, it's, time that you put into it, you know? To make everything you like about a certain board and put it all in one, you have your new wife.
I'm working with just normal foam, so even if I press a little hard or whatnot, that will stay forever. So I have to be like super careful, and I think that's a bit of the hardest. Even with like dirty fingers, if I put a dirty finger, it's fully white, no? Shaping boards is actually a really complex kind of thing. You're talking about hydrodynamics.
Shaping started like that, by hand shaping. And then as the industry grew, computer-assisted shaping started because it goes way faster and it's very accurate. But it still has to be finished by hand. But the thing is that it kind of takes that artisanal side out of it and it becomes a factory, you know? So it's, first of all, for us, it's not feasible. We don't have the money to buy a machine like that. Those machines are very costly. But then also, we really like to keep that alive, the handmade process, no? Like,
this foam we get from Chennai, the resin we get from Chennai, fiber we get from Bombay.
It's for the Indian market, 100% made in India, and
then we cut the foam into a few pieces, and then from that we have to cut out the shape of the board, which is basically just what we call the rocker of a surfboard you get. And then now we're going to go to the glassing room. That's where we actually put fiberglass with resin on top of the foam board so that it gets stronger.
except for this year, the last 3 years we've held an annual competition in Puducherry. It's a lot of publicity for the sport as a whole because you have all the surf schools in one place sending their representatives.
Somersault Challenge, we've been doing it since 2012, I think, and this is the first year where we're taking a bit of a break. Too much work, and sponsorship is always a bit of an issue, and with this year we started a bit late, so
it's really like a nice experience, you know. Surfing is still young enough that it hasn't gotten to the over-competitive stage, in the sense that this year I surfed against Samai. I surf with him, he usually wins, or he always wins. Soon I'll get him. But there's no hard feelings, and the same goes with every other surfer here. You know, it's small enough that you guys are all friends, that you get out of the water, you shake hands, everyone's happy, and you go grab a bite to eat later with the same people, no?
Seeing that the surf school was working, then yeah, we need boards for surfing, so we decided on making boards.
Well, per se, we teach how to surf, and then we teach from beginner, intermediate to advanced. We'll start off the lesson with some theory, what to do, what not to do, a bit about the spot, how to handle your board. And obviously, we have foam boards, so foam boards with rubber fins. Nothing can happen to the student. Generally, we like to get in the water first just to see how comfortable people are in the waves. When we opened our school, there must have been maybe a total of 2 or 3 in India, including us. And today you have probably close to 50. And I mean, whenever we can, we support the younger ones because they're the future of it, you know? I mean, like me, for example, I won a couple of competitions. Then I went abroad in the same time, watched competitions there, and I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, there's no way, you know? But if you think like that, it's impossible. But if you think that, okay, for me, maybe it's done. But then you push and you push and you push so that one day you'll have an Indian world champion, you know?